It's always good to hear the Philharmonic on off his Final Fantasy VII Remake. Sounds good. This is one of the games I still need to play. I don't know what I'm doing and why I haven't gotten it. Oh yeah, I've been busy playing other games in my library. That's why. So, but still, I do still plan to play it. I want to finish 15 first before I play this one. Absolutely beautiful. And there's Doom Eternal. I feel like this one was a bit underrated from my point of view. I do hear it was good, so... Looks hardcore. And here's my favorite, Ghost of Tsushima. Man, that game was really fun. And very artsy. Very artsy indeed. Oof. Loved it. That view. And here's Last of Us Part 2, aka The Last Jedi of video games. Oh boy. Yellow Flash was right though, saying Last of Us 2 is the Last of Us of video games. How unfortunate. Hades! When I saw gameplay of this actually looked really interesting and fun for my eyes. It's only like $20-something on Steam, so I might get it when I get the chance. I mean, I could get it. It's just like I want to play for other things first, so that way I can play for this. Because my schedule's a bit conflicted with it. I want to play for my PS4 library and everything else before I can play like my other stuff. And Animal Crossing: New Horizons. I'd say this is another underdog nominee. I didn't play it, but I didn't think it would be as popular as I thought it would be. Crazy. Game of the year. I don't know, I get a bit of an MCU vibe from that, from the orchestra too. Maybe just how very orchestral it is.
That sounded fantastic. And now, the Game of the Year award
Ooh.
goes to The Last of Us Part 2.
Again, big congrats to all the other games we're nominated with.
This is to you, Neil Druckmann. This is to you. I would have less of an issue with this if you weren't stirring up problems with your illegal copyright bullshit. No, honestly, I'm surprised though that the dislike ratio hasn't gone up yet for this stream. But anytime I see Last of Us 2 winning a nominee, it's like, rigged! I can partially agree, but at least they didn't win every nomination, almost every nomination they had.
You inspire us not only to make better, more meaningful games, but to improve how we make games. On behalf of everyone at Naughty Dog, thank you.
Yeah, fuck you too, Neil.
Congratulations to Naughty Dog, Game of the Year for The Last of Us Part 2. And congratulations to all our winners and all the nominees around the world. Thank you for joining us virtually, and next year hopefully we will all be back together in person. But in the meantime, there'll be plenty of games to play Congratulations also to Ploufel, who is voted by the fans as their favorite emerging Valorant streamer. Let's all
Stop
go
to
rate
count
her
rigged
stream right
right
now
there.
on Twitch. There's also the Twitch Gaming post show that's coming up right now at /Twitch Gaming. I'll be joining them to chat about
Oh,
it. So
yes,
like
yes,
in
yes.
tonight's show, it's been a very unique year. The one thing that never changes is our passion for gaming and the games we love. Thanks to our Game Awards team and all the incredible developers and publishers around the world who made this show possible under very
That's still
trying
rigged.
circumstances.
I keep
Can't
seeing
believe
rigged
we
in
did it.
comments. Oof.
Take care, stay safe, happy holidays, and be well.
Yeah.
Good night. We'll see you next year.
Right. Yeah, no, I see the dislike ratio slightly increasing, only a little bit, but hey. Okay. I am a bit disappointed by this year's results. However, this was before I find out how the voting happens. Of course, we get the chance to vote, but I did not know about the jury voting. I mean, the jury voters. I did not know about that. And when I saw who the jury voters were, I'm just like, journal websites, Polygon, PC Gamer, all the other liberal bias journal websites. It's just like, no. Okay. I am very, very disappointed. And I'm gonna say right here. So, I would have not had too much of an issue with Last of Us 2 winning all these games if it weren't for Neil Druckmann and Naughty Dog causing so much trouble was sorry, I can't speak. Was the leaks. They illegally were taking down people with DMCAs, even though majority of them weren't even showing any images or footage of the leaks. Most people were just talking about the game. They were just talking about the leaks from the spoilers that were shown. If that hadn't happened, or if if they hadn't done all this shady stuff, and they hadn't pulled off their BS, like how every other, how some fans were bad about it, I would have had less of an issue with this. And mind you, I have played for the entirety of The Last of Us 2. I would say it's a bit fun, but I'd still say it doesn't deserve Game of the Year because of that god-awful story. In my opinion, like I said, it's gonna be it's the last Jedi of the gaming world. I cannot get behind it at all. That story was awful. It made no sense. Abby's character, I just hate. I don't like her at all. Mind you, I have nothing against Laura Bailey for voice acting the role of Abby. I have nothing against her. I do think when she was presented with the award, I did feel like she kind of was trying to hide some of it. I feel like she was kind of having to lie towards herself, but man, I don't think she deserves any hate at all towards that. But I'd say it's definitely rigged. After all this, it's definitely rigged. Player's voice definitely showed what the tally would have been if it weren't for the jury voters stepping in, because it's stupid how the voting system works. So fucking stupid for this. Like I said, I didn't know about this until this year, but by far I'd say it's probably one of the more disappointing Game of the Year results in a while. These past few years haven't been too bad, but it's like, this is by far, in my opinion, the most disappointing, just because, they don't talk, almost every other outlet out there, gaming journals and stuff, would not talk about Naughty Dog, DMCA people illegally over this stuff. Like I said, if it weren't for these leaks, and them taking down people illegally with their copyright BS, I would have less of an issue. with it, alright? I would have said it's been a shit story, that's it, and it would have been fine. But Naughty Dog had to pull out some BS, and there was all the rumors about how, was the overtime was workers at Naughty Dog were going through, so, and being unpaid, I think, so. Don't remember it too well, but I was like saying that's BS. They don't deserve it at all for all the shitty BS that they pulled off. I really don't think so. If they hadn't done all this, I would have been, you know, more okay with it. I was like, okay, shitty story, but everything else seemed alright. But I'm just like, that's just my opinion. If it weren't for that, I do think any other nominee should have deserved a Game of the Year. I personally, my Game of the Year goes to Tsushima, but hey. But for me, it's like you have all these qualities like to make a great video game. If all of them, as I was saying, to make a great video game, it has to have good gameplay, good story, good graphics, good direction. And I remember there was a fifth one I had. Actually, yeah, those were the main bits though. I think those were the main bits. I don't remember the fifth one I had at the top of my head, but if one of those falls apart, the game's gonna be bad in some way. In this case, Last of Us 2 was. Mainly was the story, and it's probably gonna be one of the most controversial video game stories for a very long time. And like I said, and I keep saying for the 50th time, it's the Last Jedi video games. Ugh. Talk about how to divide a video game community any other way. Thank you very much, Idiot Sarkeesian. Anyways. But, other than that, I got behind most results. Most of the nomination results, but other than most of the Last of Us 2 stuff, I was like, yeah, no, it's rigged. It's definitely rigged after that. My friend, Require was talking about, aka Dio, was talking about saying if Last of Us 2 won Best Narrative, he wants to blow up Naughty Dog HQ. Can't blame him after that, because out of all the stories for the best narrative, Last of Us 2 was the worst. And don't get me that saying it because it won because it's not cliche. I'm just like, no, that's not it. It had some cliche moments in it. Do not give me that. All right. I don't know how I do keep the point finger things, but anyways, fairly disappointed by some of the results this year. Fairly disappointing. Not all. I agree with some, and I liked some results, but I did not like all of them, especially Game of the Year. To be honest, most of us saw it coming either way because we know it's rigged, and we saw how the Golden Joysticks Awards went. But either way, Neil Druckmann, I hate you. You ruined Naughty Dog. I'm saying it right now. You ruined Naughty Dog. You are fake as fuck. Alright? And this is coming from a guy who's been a PlayStation fan his whole life, not afraid to call them out on their BS. So, I'm mad. I'm not like, you know, I'm not like that. I'm not I am a bit mad, but I'm not gonna be those raging fanboys that you will see on the internet going, man, what? My tone has calmed down a lot over the years. I didn't realize it. Because if this was like me back in high school, or me like a few more years ago when we beginning college, I would have probably been reading hard. But anyways, like I said, I'm still disappointed. I am mad. I'm just like, fuck you, Naughty Dog. Fuck Sony. I mean, yeah, fuck Sony basically, because they, you know, fuck Last of Us 2. And man, I feel like for the worst to come. Oh yeah, and fuck gaming journal websites. Those are the worst. But anyways, I'm curious to hear if y'all are watching. I'm curious to hear what y'all think. I know most of you will probably disagree. It might get a bit of dislike ratio just for me talking about how much I don't like Last of Us 2, but hey, this is bound to happen because it's now completely divided by this, but it's very sad indeed. Sad times to come. Rigged at the end of the day. But like I said, let me know what you guys think in the comments section down below, and like or dislike if you agree or disagree with my opinions. But subscribe for more because I will be doing a bit more in the upcoming days. So tune in for that and subscribe, like I said, because that makes life happy. So please subscribe. But in any case, that's all I really have for this reaction. And until my next video, I'm still a bit on the fence about the Game Awards this year. I'm just a bit disappointed. Well, not a bit. I'm really disappointed, just from how the results, but that's all I have to say for this video, and until next time, 224Big is out.